Dear friends, today, at least at the moment I'm making this video, is Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan. It's the day before Rosh Chodesh Sivan. Tonight is Rosh Chodesh Sivan, which is very important. Why? Because the Shla Kadosh has a very famous tefillah. He calls tefillah Ta'avot al Abanim, from the Shla Kadosh, the tefillah from parents for their children. That is specifically very auspicious to be said on Erev Sivan, when we pray this. So I want to go over this tefillah a little bit with all of you, very quickly. It's a beautiful tefillah. I sent it to the chat to our people, but you could find it online. And the Shla Kadosh, although says this is a tefillah that you could say any day of the year, of course. You're praying for your children. You could pray for the children all day long. There's no problem. But today, Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan, is a very auspicious day for praying for this. Why? Because Chodesh Sivan, of course, is the month that the Torah was given to Klal Yisrael. And if you pay attention to the words of this tefillah, they're geared and they're wired towards the success of our children, especially in the spiritual aspect of their lives. So I'm not going to go through the entire tefillah. It's about 2-3 pages long. It's a beautiful tefillah. And if you read it with heart and with emotion, it's unbelievable. You're really praying for your kids for everything that they need, which is what every parent wants, that their children should have hatzlacha in everything. But let's take just a couple lines where it says, for examul, Bati levakesh ulchanen milefanecha. I come to really beg you, Hashem, sheyeh zar'i vezera zar'i zera kasher. That first of all, my descendants should be only kosher. Of course, there should be no mixed marriages with assimilation, etc. Velo yeh shum pesul v'shemetz chas v'shalom. And he wants, you pray for shalom, for emet, for tov, for good. And also afterwards, a little bit later, he says, I'm praying that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should give atzlacha to my children to be Talmidei Chachamim, and they should be in the Derech HaTorah and Yirat Shamayim. All the beautiful, beautiful things that parents would like for their children. Now, I'll be honest with you. I have mixed feelings about this prayer. I love it and I hate it at the same time. I believe in it and I don't believe in it at the same time. Let me explain to you what I mean. Of course I believe in it. It's Shla Kadosh. Shla Kadosh writes one of the most beautiful prayers. But I'm going to ask the following to every parent. Do you read this prayer more than once a year? Which means, are you really worried that your children should be going in the Derech HaTorah to the point that you're praying for that all the time? If the answer is yes, then at least we go to the next level. But if the answer is no, and you think that this prayer is going to work because you said it once a year on Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan, then I got bad news. I don't believe in it. Because that's not how it works. This works for somebody who's really worried. Comes the Shla Kadosh, says, right before Rosh Chodesh of Sivan, it's the most auspicious moment for this prayer. But if we don't pray this prayer all the time, and it doesn't have to be those words, you understand what I mean? If we're not worried about this in our Amidah, in our prayers for the women when they light the candles, etc., that their children should be in Derech HaTorah and it should be, etc., then it doesn't work, those segulot of once a year. No, this is for somebody who prays every day, every week for his children. Then they tell you on this date, it's a plus. That's how I see this. But the true point of what I want to say is level 2. And level 2, I will quote my rabbi, Ramatityahu Salomon. Ramatityahu Salomon, I remember like today. He said, it was in Lakewood, he got up and he says, people pray for their children's hatzlacha. You know why they do that? He says, because they're lazy. That's why they pray. Because if you only pray for their hatzlacha, if you only pray that they should be Talmidei Chachamim, if you pray that they should wake up early and study and go to shul, etc., but you don't do it yourself, then it's laziness. It's not a prayer. It's beracha levatala. A beracha, a prayer, is when it comes as a plus that accompanies the efforts and the obligations that we have. And if we do our part, which is lead by example, an action is worth 1,000 words, then it's true also for tefillah. When you come together, say, Hashem, techinati, I beg you, Hashem, please give my children to be Talmidei Chachamim. What did you do for that? Did you show them how to be a Talmid Chacham? Or did you relax at home at night or in the morning and you expect them to go to yeshiva and to learn diligently? It's not going to work. Sorry. Then you come with a tefillah, Hashem, please help me. Come on. Help me nothing. Hashem is coming, this Chacham comes, that's laziness. If you did everything, because you truly believe, you prayed every day, but especially you did every day. And when the kids get up from bed and say, where's daddy? I said, no, daddy's in shul. Because daddy wakes up early and he goes learn and he goes to shul and he's a shul goer. Then you could pray every day, then you could pray on Erev Rosh Chodesh. But to wait once a year to pray and to think that God is going to accomplish what we're asking for, it's called laziness. And it's the same for everything. I know a parent who came to me, my son is not motivated for Limud Torah. I just had to ask one question. What happened? You used to come learn, you don't come anymore. Well, I got busy with this, I got busy with that. No problem. What do you expect? Don't pray on Erev Rosh Chodesh, it's not going to work. Only pray on Erev Rosh Chodesh if you pray every day. And if you pray every day, that means that you do every day. And when you get this package, then the Shlach Kadosh comes and he tells you, you know what? This tefillah is very auspicious, very good. But if we don't make the effort, if we don't show by example, if we don't lead by example, it's not going to work. Because our kids will never remember what we tell them. They will always remember what we do. Shabbat Shalom.